Alright, well if you saw my last video, you saw that I made a video of my micro bug out bag. So today I thought I would do another video on that because I recently made some changes and I added a few extra items. So it's the same stuff, just some extra stuff and some switched out gear. So first of all, I still have the same water kit. I have my Nalgene water bottle here with the paracord lanyard that I can lower into a stream if I can't get to the water source to get water. I also have still have my same Gsi Outdoor Nesting Cup for my water bottle. So that fits right in there. I still have my Sawyer collection bag, so that's still part of the kit. Still have my 2% tincture of iodine to disinfect water. And lastly, I still have the Sawyer filtration straw system with the syringe. And the cool thing is the straw for the Sawyer straw, actually I cut it down to where it can nest. There it goes. If it can nest right into my syringe, so it's out of the way. So the water kit is still the same as you saw. All right, let's dive into tools now because there is some changes here in tools. I did add some things. I changed out some things right here in my tool pouch. So first thing is my regular knife. It's the same knife, the Moore Garber high carbon steel knife, but I did a modification to the sheath. I still, of course, before I get into that, I still have my sail needle duct taped to the back of the sheath. But this time, I went ahead, as you can see, I added some Gorilla Tape straps for my ferro rod. So it makes my ferro rod easier to access. I can just slide it right out and just, well, yeah, slide it back in. I got a little bit of issue. You got to kind of line it up right, but it does fit and it does hold in there pretty good because also it does have a Gorilla Tape lanyard that I made. It also has the paracord lanyard too. Sorry, that's not a lanyard, that's a holder. So I have a ferro rod holder out of Gorilla Tape, and I have my paracord lanyard on my ferro rod. So that's one little change I did to the kit. And next, I added something else too. Notebook and pen. So that way I can make myself maps, or I can leave notes if I'm traveling. That way I'll let people know, hey, I was recently here and I moved to this spot. So that way they know, if they see this, they know that, hey, he moved. So I added that to the kit. Of course, I still got the same folding saw, Baco Laplander folding saw. So that's still the same. Still got the same fillet knife for skinning and processing, like if I need fish or small game, you know, so that way I don't dull my knife. I also keep the same open L pocket knife as my backup pocket knife in case I lose my main carry pocket knife. Still have the same flashlight. And if I can do it again. There, almost had it. There goes it for SOS too. It also expands too. So it's the same flashlight. I also, this is something new I added. I added a new sharpener to my kit. My last one, I don't remember. I think I gave that one to my wife, but I added this one to my pack. It's a really good sharpener. I use it to sharpen my knives all the time, and it gives them a razor sharp edge. So love this thing. All right. Oh, and the last item in here, it's not a new item, but it's a changed out item. It's a multi-tool, but it's not the one I had. I switched out. My last one was an Ozark Trail. This one is a Leatherman, and it's got the same. It's a lot better. It's got the pliers, it's got the knife, it's got the screwdriver, it's got the two saws. And I'm not going to open up all the features, but if you own a Leatherman, then you know the features on a Leatherman. So just your simple basic Leatherman. I'm always doing that. There it goes. I always put it in there backwards. But all right, well that's it for tools. Now we're going to dive into this small pouch here, and that one actually there's some changes in that one too. So right off the bat here, I'm going to get into the changes. I added a couple of 5-hour energy drinks in here. So I got 2 of these in here. I had 3, but I drank one the other day when I was out hiking. So I have 2 5-hour energies in here, and these things work awesome. And lastly, another new item I added a survival bracelet that I made myself. I did not buy this. People on my Facebook keep thinking that I bought this. I didn't. I made it. I bought the paracord, but I weaved together the design myself. And the next item is another changed out item. It's a headlamp, but it's a more high-tech version headlamp. This one actually has more features. This one has bright. It has the side lights. It has the red dot, but this one actually has a blinking red dot. My last one didn't blink. This one actually has a blinking one. So that's something I changed out. I changed out the headlamp, and it has the 3 straps. So it has, instead of having the 2 that go around your head, it has the one that actually goes over the top of your head like that to hold, it's more secure. So a more advanced headlamp. And of course, I still have other stuff falling out here. I still have the same solar powered charger with the cable for charging my cell phone in the field. And lastly, I still have the same compass, the Suto MC2 compass with the signal mirror and the magnifying glass, along with some pace count beads and the whistle. So that's all still the same. So let's dive into this middle pouch. Oh, another new item. I recently added a flask with some first aid liquid alcohol, that liquid alcohol stuff. It's like 91% alcohol, and this stuff I can use it for first aid. I can use it to make to extend my fire if I need to. So this stuff works awesome. So I got first aid. So this will be like my last option if I'm getting a fire going in wet conditions and I'm having a hard time. This will help it give it a little extra boost. And let's see, what else do I have? Let's see, anything else new? Oh, I recently added some more Ziploc baggies in here. So I got some. I think it's like, I'm not gonna fold them. This is like maybe 1 or 2 extra bags. So I put some more Ziploc bags in here. And I know because for a while one had fat wood in it, but I went ahead and used that for something else. So I saved the bag and added an extra one. So I got some extra bags in there. And I put these over here so they don't fray out. And let's see what else is still the same. I still have the same towel for first aid and cleaning dishes if I need to, or emergency fire because it's 100% cotton. Same space blanket, also can double as a shelter if I need to, so that's still the same. Still got the Gorilla Tape, so that's still the same item. Orange paracord, never been used, that's still the same. Again, most of the stuff in here, this bag, is still the same. I recently just want to show off the new stuff that I've added. And what else? Oh, something else new I added in here. I don't know if this was the last video, I don't know if you saw, but I added a space blanket, an emergency space blanket that can go good with my. Let's say if I wanted to use this as a shelter, I could use it. I could put this up as a shelter. I can use this to cover up with. Also, something else too that I recently just added. I added a more thicker trash bag. This is a 55-gallon drumliner trash bag. The last one was just a standard one. This one is 55 3mm, so I got that in there. Lastly, I still have the same book, the Bushcraft 101 book by Dave Canterbury. It's a good little book to read, especially when you're in the backcountry. So I recommend that, and a good survival pack or bug out bag or whatever bag you choose. Also for food, now that's something else new. I added some more food items in here. So first of all, I still have the coffee. I just went ahead and refilled it because it was kind of low, so the coffee's still the same. Now this is 2 new food items that I just recently put in here. I put in some rice and some pinto beans. Why? Because rice and beans give you a lot of protein. They also go through your system slowly when you eat them, which will give the illusion that you're a lot full because they actually stick to your ribs. So that's something else. I got pinto beans and rice. I also have the other new food I added in here. I also added some Cliff Bars. So I got some Cliff Bars in here now. So good little source of energy. I think I have it's like 5 of them in here. So I have 5 Cliff Bars in there. Of course, the other food item, of course, you all saw last video. I still have the original oatmeal that I have in here, and of course the bag of sugar. So that's something else I still have in here too. And of course the original spork and the pot holder for my bush pot and any of the pots I need to use to take on my fire. So still got the original pot here but this time I put something in it. I put 2 extra cans of cans of tuna in here, so those nest nicely in there. So the majority of the kit that you guys see is mostly I just added some food stuff, but I put more food items in my kit. That's pretty much what this video is. It's basically showing off the additional stuff that I put in my kit. Get that to stay. There you go. And of course, the rest of the stuff you saw last video. You know I keep the original bush. I have the original bush pot that you guys saw, so that's in there still. And of course, I still have the same mess kit, and this time I added something a little different to the fire kit. So Still the same mess kit. This time, instead of striking or matches, I went ahead and switched them out with stormproof matches from UCO. So that's something new that I have in here now. I have stormproof matches now. I put the striking or matches in my advanced bug out bag, which eventually I'll do a video on that. But it'll take longer because that one has a lot more stuff in it. This is just like this bag is just for when if I'm going hiking, or if I'm just doing or if I'm surveying, or if I don't plan on spending the night, I'll take this bag. But if I need to bug out unexpectedly, this bag has the items I need for that. So we're gonna dive into this fire kit. Well, you guys saw. If you guys watched the last video, you'll know what's in here. Of course, I still keep my man-made mini infernos that I made. I still have those, so those are still in there. I still have the cotton bandana. Still have the charring tin with the flint with the flint and the char cloth in there. Still have the blow tube. Still have the original pan from my mess kit. And lastly, I added get it out of here, a P38 can opener. So I have that in there. So that's something that new added to the kit. Looks like it's got a little bit of rust on it because I've been using it a lot, or I don't know. Either way, of course, I still have the scraper. I still have the SE Fire Steel. It's also got a little bit of rust on it too. I got the magnesium bar, and of course, I got the lime green butane lighter. So that's pretty much the new contents of my kit. As you can see, it's mostly still the same stuff, but I added some food items and I switched out some gear because I figured if I have to bug out unexpectedly, I want good quality stuff. I don't want cheap and flimsy. I want to be able to rely on name brand and use that in case if something happens in an emergency. So thanks for watching.